So, Liz, what is your overall outlook for SPACs this year and kind of going forward?
So, to piggyback on what I said earlier, I think SPACs are another capital markets tool. And I think it's important to think back for the last approximately 15 months. So the SPAC IPO window opened in May 2024. And, before that, it was IPO issuance was very slow. And what happened was people just realized capital market activity is cyclical. It's been so slow. Private equity firms, venture capital firms, they need to monetize assets, and they're going to need vehicles to go public with. And again, it could be an IPO, it could be a direct listing, and a SPAC is a valid choice as well. And so you saw this slew of IPO activity. And then when Donald Trump won the election, you saw a reacceleration. And I think you had a lot of sponsors thinking about, Trump's first term and just how strong capital markets activity was, and it was prudent to have a vehicle in place. And then, as we know what happened in the first quarter, we had kind of the tariff tantrum, which you can argue is not contained only to the first quarter, but really kind of rocked markets in the first quarter, and we saw elevated volatility. And so that capital markets recovery hasn't happened yet. And over the last few weeks, we're just starting to see it get going. We've seen some big IPOs. Ironically, one of the best performing IPOs, Circle, was a former SPAC target, but the SEC under the prior administration wouldn't give them the green light to go public. So just kind of interesting how a lot of P&L there got shifted from retail hands to institutional. But such is life, and administrations change. So I think we're starting to see some positive attributes from a macro standpoint on why we could see SPACs outperform over the coming months. But we haven't quite, other than a handful of transactions, we haven't quite seen the proof yet. So the stage is set, and it's really up to these sponsors to announce some quality transactions. And people have this negative perception on SPACs, and a lot of it is well founded, and some of it you just need to study the history and understand the incentives. But we're past that now. So I think as you see some quality deals, investors will realize that SPACs are just another way to go public, and hopefully evaluate each transaction on their merits.